Welcome to the video Vort. Torah tells us that the Aron was made out of wood, plated on the outside and on the inside with gold. And the Gemara says the reason that it had gold plating on the outside and gold plating on the inside was to make the point that the Aron serves as a metaphor for a pious adherent to the Torah, the Talmud Chacham. And such an individual should be the same on the outside as they are on the inside, presenting themselves to the world with the same piety on the outside that hopefully they actually are on the inside as well. However, Rabbi Yehuda Ginsburg wonders, if that's indeed the message of this gold-plated Aron, wouldn't it have been a more effective vehicle to make this point if the Aron had been made entirely out of gold? Not just plated gold, but entirely out of gold. Answers Rabbi Ginsburg, citing the Balei Tosfos, that quite a very practical answer. Had the Aron been made entirely out of gold, it would have been too heavy for anyone to carry. And therefore, there was wood on the inside and simply gold plating on the outside, on all of its surface. But if that is in fact the case, one could think that if the Ribbono Shel Olam wanted to make this point to us with the Aron, there were many miracles that were done in the Mishkan, in the Beis HaMikdash, with the Aron itself. God could simply have, thrown this on the list and one more miracle to share. So it seems that this answer is sort of backing into it once we already know that there was wood on the inside. But if this were really the message, it would have been more effective for the Aron to be entirely out of gold. Answers Rabbi Ginsburg that what the Balei Tosfos are teaching us is not a practical message, that it would have been too heavy to carry, but a spiritual message, that when a person entirely purges themselves of their physical essence, when they entirely transcend their physical being, and they are so connected and spiritualized and engaged in piety, they become too heavy for the rest of us to carry, a burden too heavy for the rest of us, for the rest of society. And case in point, cites Rabbi Ginsburg, the story of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was in a cave for 12 years, and when he came out of that cave studying Torah all day and all night and divine wisdom, he looked around and saw people who were just regular good people, and he burnt them up with his gaze, a fiery gaze that destroyed them, because nobody could stand up to that model of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Who could stand up to that? Even a tzaddik can't stand up to 100% perfection and 100% spirituality. A tzaddik like that becomes too heavy for the rest of us to bear. And therefore, the message of the Aron is that the Aron, a person of piety, a pious adherent to the Torah, should be gold on the outside and gold on the inside. But remember that there's wood in our center, that there's physicality, and that too has value. The Ribbono Shel Olam should bless us all, that we should be truly pious people, pious adherents to the Torah. Gold on the inside, gold on the outside, and wood in the middle. Good Shabbos.